a man discovered a cowboy figure in a cave. He shouted desperately, but got no response. Curious, he stepped across a transparent barrier. The cowboy instantly sprang to life and disappeared around the corner. The cave entrance behind him began flickering wildly, accompanied by eerie roars. He rushed out of the cave only to find it was now nighttime, and his car looked as if it had been abandoned for ages. Jack wanted to leave this bizarre place. Halfway through, he spotted an unfamiliar SUV. The vehicle had also been abandoned for years, and inside was a worn backpack that belonged to his student David. He called out repeatedly, but received no answer. Jack immediately sensed something was terribly wrong. The only possibility was that David had also entered the cave. Worried about his student's safety, he had no choice but to reluctantly return. As it turned out, when Jack passed through the air wall, 3 days had actually elapsed outside. Jack's disappearance led David to believe he was in danger, so he brought 4 friends to search the mountain. Following the clues, they found the spacious cave and discovered the rope had broken at the edge of an internal cliff. Although uncertain whether Jack was trapped below, they decided to search for him, leaving Sam outside for emergencies. The 4 began descending the cliff face on climbing ropes. Halfway down, they also encountered the same air wall, but didn't give it much thought. They continued straight to the bottom. Just as they prepared to search, terrifying roars echoed from deep within the cave. This was immediately followed by a human scream that reverberated throughout. Lisa decided on the spot to leave, but shortly after climbing, the rope suddenly snapped. Lisa sprained her ankle in the fall, and David injured his palm catching her. Bizarrely, their remaining rope broke the moment they tugged on it. David assumed Sam was deliberately playing a prank and began scolding him over the radio, but received no response despite repeated attempts. Just as everyone stood puzzled, the sound of something falling came from nearby. Then Sam's distress call came through the radio. Everyone was instantly incredulous. To figure out what had happened, the 4 decided to search for Sam. Passing by a cave opening, the outside light flickered continuously, as if the sun kept rising and setting repeatedly. Kelly climbed the rocks to investigate and found a severed climbing rope at the entrance. When she looked down to search further, she discovered Sam's body. Everyone fell into grief. They decided to search for answers in Sam's recording device. The results were increasingly shocking. It turned out that shortly after the 3 reached the cave floor, 7 days had passed in Sam's world outside. Sam had discovered Jack's Jeep and emergency rope. After 7 days with no one emerging, Sam had to assume they had perished, so he could only descend into the cave to find Jack's car keys. Just as he prepared to descend the rope, the cave entrance light began flickering rapidly. Before everyone's astonished eyes, the rope suddenly broke, and Sam plummeted straight down from above. After watching the footage, everyone finally understood. They had only been in the cave for a few hours, but 7 days had passed for Sam. This bizarre cave could distort the flow of time. 1 second inside the cave equaled 1 season outside.